Well, listen, the other place that people just really aren't going these days is the salon or the barbershop. A lot of people are concerned because of COVID. Quite a few people doing haircuts at home. So now imagine if your stylist or your barber could come right to your house in basically a mobile facility. We have Senator Mike Testa joining us. He introduced the bill. Good morning. That is proposing this. Good morning, Senator. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So how exactly would this work? What would a mobile haircut look like?
Well, it all really started because a good friend of mine who happens to be a barber named Danny Bermudez won a mobile barbershop in a national raffle. And then he found out that he was unable to use it in the state of New Jersey. So what it would look like, and his is the only one that I'm aware of in existence in the state of New Jersey that's proposed to be used thus far. It looks like a mobile home. It has two stations that you would find either in a barbershop or a salon. It has all of the facilities that are necessary for a brick and mortar shop, sink, bathroom, running water, obviously proper sanitation, especially during the era of COVID-19. And, it would be able to park in front of your business, in front of your home, and you would be able to get all the services that, you desire at your salon or barbershop at your convenience.
Wow. Can this be extended to like mobile manicurists and pedicurists and massage? Because that sounds great.
I absolutely can. And hopefully it should. I sort of liken this to food trucks and their popularity. They're not putting brick and mortar shops out of business, but there's a whole lot of popularity with the food truck scene. And I really think that, in discussions with Danny, and he is a personal friend of mine, not only a constituent, he wants to be able to park in front of a business. And if it's, lawyers, doctors, accountants, any type of professional, they could set up their appointments, for a half hour, and he could probably get, 8 appointments in and then move back to, toward his brick and mortar facility, which he already has. He also, interestingly enough, and I'm really proud of him for this, he already does this once a month. He goes to the homeless shelter and performs haircuts for the homeless who are trying to get jobs and things of that nature. And this would only be a better facility for him to provide that level of service and community outreach.
That's incredible. Senator, so what, you said he won this truck and then found out he couldn't operate it. What's standing in the way? If we already have legislation to operate food trucks, what's standing in the way of operating other mobile services like this?
Just the fact of the matter is that, there's a lot of red tape in the state of New Jersey, unfortunately. And, this legislation hopes to remove some of that red tape and allow businesses to innovate. COVID-19, the old saying goes, necessity is the mother of all invention. COVID-19 has forced businesses, restaurants, salons, barbershops to innovate or die, unfortunately. And I think that, Danny Bermudez in his pursuit is showing that he is innovating, and he's going to try to provide that same level of service that he provides in his brick and mortar shop to people that want it throughout the state of New Jersey.
Yeah. Do you think people would be more comfortable with a private truck rather than a public salon, even when COVID finally clears up?
Absolutely. Look, I'm blessed to still have my 98-year-old Sicilian grandmother, and I know that she's, been pretty careful going out and about during COVID-19. And I will say this, I love her very dearly, and she's going to hate me for saying this, but she still has a bit of vanity left. She likes to get her hair done. And I know she would feel much more comfortable if the service were coming to her rather than her going to a shop where a lot of people are in and out, and obviously, in discussing this with Danny, I've toured his mobile barbershop more than once. It's immaculately clean. He has all of the cleaning products right there to make sure as soon as he's done servicing the client that the place will be re-cleaned to service the next batch of clientele.
Senator, I have to tell you, my great-grandmother was Piemontese, and at 98 years old, hair, makeup, skirt, and high heels every day. So they don't make them like they used to.
I won't comment because my wife might get mad at that one, but yeah, I agree. They don't make them like they used to.
No, but those ladies were something else. They were a whole different breed. Senator, thank you so much for joining us today. We so appreciate your time, and hopefully we can get this through. And like you said, COVID's just forcing businesses and entrepreneurs to innovate and renovate, and hopefully the government will help them along with that. So we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Take care.